It's a bit of a surprise that with smartphones focusing on cameras, Realme decided to put their attention on performance with the Realme 13 series. This is the Realme 13 Plus 5G, and this is a mid-range gaming smartphone. Hey guys, Andre here from TechLocal. Let's talk about the Realme 13 Plus 5G. I personally prefer a simple looking phone over a flashy one. Here, there's nothing really fancy going on, but I really appreciate the simplicity. I think the sleekness of this phone makes it appealing and attractive. The Realme 13 Plus 5G continues the brand's evolution with its design, and I like that they've truly owned the center camera module, that they've sort of made it their signature look now. It's sleek, slim, and feels thinner compared to the previous Realme 12 Plus 5G. At just 7.6mm thin, this phone is easy to hold and fits comfortably in the hand. It's also nice to grip, especially with its curved back. The buttons and ports are at their usual placement: power and volume on the right, SIM tray, speaker, microphone, and USB-C port at the bottom. And what I am surprised to see that they kept here is the 3.5mm audio port on the top. Realme calls the display on the 13 Plus 5G an esports display, and that's likely because of its 180Hz touch sampling rate that is said to reach up to 1200Hz. Now, I don't really know how we are going to test this. With benchmark apps, everything I seem to try just gets limited at around 120 or 140Hz. But I guess with touch sampling rate, more is always going to be better, especially when a particular game would be able to take advantage of it at some point. Moving on, this is a 6.67-inch Full HD Plus 120Hz refresh rate OLED display, and I think it's really good. It offers a crisp and enjoyable viewing experience whether you're gaming or streaming videos. And it's ever so slightly brighter than its predecessor, the Realme 12 Plus 5G. A notable upgrade on this though is the stereo speaker setup. And I have to say, this greatly enhances the immersive experience in gaming, particularly in titles like Call of Duty Mobile. The sound quality isn't exceptional, but it's good enough to elevate the experience. You can easily pick up in-game audio cues like enemy footsteps, which is a night and day difference, especially if you are a competitive gamer. Powered by the MediaTek Dimensity 7300 Energy processor, the Realme 13 Plus 5G offers performance that exceeds expectations at its price range. It's a snappy performer that I may say would feel very close to the performance you'd get on even its bigger brothers in the Realme 13 Pro series. You can expect that this is well optimized for games like with Honor of Kings, as this lets you enjoy the game at its highest settings without any lags or performance dips. Like, I've never experienced any type of slowdown playing this. Oddly, the game doesn't default to its max settings, but you can easily adjust that in the settings menu. For Call of Duty Mobile, the phone delivers the highest graphics with smooth gameplay right out of the box, with no noticeable frame drops or slowdowns. Even during intense action sequences, the Realme 13 Plus 5G holds its own, offering a responsive and seamless experience. Where the phone truly surprises is with Genshin Impact. Unlike other phones in this price range that would struggle with higher settings, the Realme 13 Plus 5G manages to run the game at high settings while keeping a stable frame rate above 30 FPS. And what's more, it also stays surprisingly cool even during long gaming sessions, making this phone truly a great choice for gamers on this budget. I enjoyed playing with this phone so much that I installed Diablo Immortal, Modern Combat, Street Fighter 4, and Gunbound, and everything ran perfectly. Overall, the processor of this phone may still be relatively new at this point. It may not be a very common one yet, but the performance you're getting out of this greatly impresses. With day-to-day tasks, this phone will just breeze through anything you throw at it. This can practically run anything without breaking a sweat. And by breaking a sweat, I mean the Realme 13 Plus 5G literally has a stainless steel vapor chamber cooling system. And it really does its job well of keeping the phone cool, allowing it to reach its full potential under heavy load. On its cameras, an observation I have with the recent Realme numbered series, including this one and the Pro series, is the more natural color reproduction. And it's the same here. To an untrained eye, vibrant colors may look more appealing. Sometimes, bright images, even if they weren't intended to be bright, some people may find that to look better. But for photography enthusiasts or artists, it's not hard to notice when a smartphone camera overrepresents what it's taking a photo of and when things are just unrealistic. With the Realme 13 Plus 5G, photos look more true to what they should look like. And for a phone that isn't marketed aggressively because of its camera, this is quite surprising because the images this takes look really good. I actually shared this observation with a realme executive recently, and he shared that this is actually a valid observation. And this is a result of them listening to you guys, and we share our thoughts with them. So guys, don't be afraid to share your thoughts about this phone in the comment section because they are listening. Also, Realme, great job for listening to the market. A very basic camera feature that I really enjoy with this phone is the ability to adjust exposure value. With this, you're not always forced to capture a perfectly exposed shot all the time because there are times when we just want a darker mood or sometimes you just want to set things brighter. We did lose the ultra-wide of the Realme 12 Plus, which may be a bit disappointing to some, but I never quite used that anyway because it was a noticeable downgrade from the main camera. So losing that here is, I guess, okay in a way. We do have a better processor. This phone, like other recent Realme smartphones, also comes with street mode filters. There's also some film presets which look pretty convincing if you take your time and experiment with them. And you can really achieve some creative looking shots. This is something that I think Realme may have the edge over its competitors, as these filters, unlike others, are actually very usable. Up front, the 16 megapixel front-facing camera also gets the similar colors to its main shooter. And I do like the selfies coming out of this, though I wouldn't compare this with higher-end smartphones. It does have palm shutter control and the usual filters. Same thoughts with video capture. It's also pretty decent, but I wouldn't say it would compete with the flagship level smartphones even though we are using the main camera. The Realme 13 Plus 5G can last a very long time on its battery. It's a standard 5000 mAh battery capacity, but the phone runs efficiently enough to let you use the phone for about a day and a half. Normally, I would recommend to keep charging every day just so you would be sure to have enough juice every time. But the Realme 13 Plus 5G also comes with 80-watt fast charging and it gets charged up pretty quick. The Realme 13 Plus 5G retails at 19,999 pesos. And I think this phone makes a strong case as a performance-focused mid-range smartphone, especially for gamers. From its sleek and comfortable design to its impressive MediaTek Dimensity 7300 energy processor, this phone handles everything you throw at it smoothly. The upgraded stereo speakers and the efficient cooling system also adds to its gaming appeal. While it may not be the camera powerhouse that its other siblings boast on, the natural color reproduction of its main camera and the simple yet effective photography tools like the filters and exposure control make it a solid choice for those wanting to explore their creativity with photography. It may lack an ultra-wide and a telephoto, but the main camera is no slouch and can easily come close to its pro counterparts. It also has excellent battery life, fast charging, and a 3.5mm audio port if you are into that. I think the Realme 13 Plus 5G is just a well-rounded package, and I think it's great regardless if you are a gamer or you just want a phone that can handle demanding tasks. And if you fall under that budget, then the Realme 13 Plus 5G is not a phone that you are going to regret getting. Anyway, these are my thoughts about the Realme 13 Plus 5G. Let me know yours in the comment section down below. Do you like this phone? Are you planning on getting one? Let us know in the comment section below. Once again, this has been Andre from Tech Local. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on the next video.